you.
Welcome to my 2020 Christmas home tour. Obviously, I first need to remove Halloween, and so that's what I'm working on right now. Taking these bats down was actually more of a chore than I anticipated, so I'm not sure that I would recommend them. They stuck to the wall too well, so I had to come back through and use an old room key to help scrape the tape off of the wall. So thankfully I was able to get them all off and it didn't damage the paint in any way, but it was much more of a project than I thought.
Right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do, I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
I like to take all of my decor down and put it all on my kitchen table, so you'll see in a moment that that's where everything is piled up. After I've wiped everything down, I carry it all out. And that way I can organize my bins for next year so that when I'm getting my decor out, it's a little bit easier for me to see where everything is. So I like to put like items together, all my banners together, my pillows together, pumpkins together, and things like that. So I just pile it all on here. It looks like a giant mess at first, but then I sort through and it makes decorating easier the following year.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want.
Here's the before. We have Christmas colliding with Halloween, and it is a bit of a nightmare, so I get where that movie came from. We are going to be putting away Halloween, cleaning the house, and setting up for Christmas. So lots to do. Stay tuned. All right, Halloween is all packed up for the season. I kept like linens together, pillows together, pumpkins together, and then harder ceramic pieces together. And then that top is my wreath. I got those bags from Amazon a few years ago and I really like them. We have to store our stuff in the garage in the rafters and they get dusty. So it's really nice to have everything all zipped up. Okay, on to Christmas. Hi, my name's Allie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've joined us before. Here is a place that I like to share homemaking inspiration and just fun things that can keep you motivated throughout the year. This video in particular is my Christmas home tour for 2020, and I'm really excited to start showing you all the different spaces. I've done decorate with me videos in the past, but I've kind of learned about myself and my decorating style that it's a bit too sporadic to document. I'm constantly tweaking things for the first few days, and I can't just set up a camera and film a space. It just doesn't click that quickly for me. I'm constantly messing with stuff. So I think I have everything set up the way that I want it, and I'm excited to share it with you. Before we dive in, I saw Krista Horton post on Instagram something that really resonated with me, and I wanted to touch on that now before we begin looking at all the different spaces that I've decorated. She posted something, an article from somebody else, and I wish I knew where the original article came from, but it was essentially normalizing normal homes, which really struck a chord with me. So you see on Instagram and Pinterest these absolutely gorgeous remodeled or brand new built homes that have granite or marble countertops, you know, white everything, perfect lighting, and it's just gorgeous. And of course we all aspire, or at least a lot of us aspire, to have homes that look like that. But the reality for most of us is that our homes don't look like that. I know ours certainly doesn't. We're currently renting. Our house was built in the 70s and not much has changed since it was built. So I always joke with my husband, I can't look too closely at our house or I will notice like 50 flaws. And in the beginning of my YouTube journey, I apologized for things that would come up, like, oh, I'm really sorry, the lighting is so yellow, or I apologize that our floorboards are made of plastic. But honestly, I'm thankful for our house, and I'm really grateful that we can live here for the time being. It's not our forever home, but it's a very cozy place for us to be, bring our baby home, and spend our time, especially during this year where we've all been home so very much. So I'm gonna make a conscious effort not to apologize for my space and just be grateful for what I have. And I really hope that this message resonates with some of you who might be seeing those picture perfect homes and feeling like, oh man, my house just does not measure up. Now, of course, those people that have those beautiful homes, we're happy for them, and I'm sure they worked really hard to get those houses. And I don't want to take anything away from that, but just normalizing normal homes. You know, I think that's something that we can all work on in this time of comparison and social media. So welcome to my house. Really excited to give you a tour. I've worked really hard on all the different spaces, and I can't wait for you to see everything. All right, starting in this space behind me, this is our fireplace. It's located in our dining room, so when you first enter our house from the front door, this is right to the right-hand side. It's a working fireplace, it's a wood-burning fireplace, and we do use it, so it makes this room really nice and cozy when we have a fire going. And this is where I have some of our stockings hanging and this big, beautiful wreath. So I got this wreath at Costco several years ago. They continue to make them every year. This year's version is beautiful. It's mostly greens and pine cones, and it has really fun like sprays of like piney needles sticking out of it, and I love it. If I didn't already have a wreath, that's the one that I would want. But then I added some fun accent pieces, so I'm gonna walk you closer so you can see all of the different pops of Christmas decor that I have over by our fireplace. So starting at the top, there's that wreath that I was talking about. This is several years old. I have wreath bags that I zip my wreaths into, and I keep them in the garage that way. It keeps them from getting dusty throughout the year, and this is held up really nicely. Now it's not pre-lit, so I have just put some fairy lights on there that I can turn on and off. There is a timer function, but unfortunately these fairy lights, I wouldn't recommend them because the timer function just runs them through all of the different cycles, like the blinking ones, and I prefer a steady light, so I have to remember to turn them off before I go to bed, but I do love that it's lit up. Coming down, we've got our brick fireplace, and then we have this grate in front of it. Now I mentioned it's a wood-burning fireplace and it is functional and we do use it. We have that pretty candelabra in front of it that actually was my husband's from his bachelor days, and I really like it. I got new stockings this year, and you guys, I am in love. These are from Target, and I can do a close-up a little bit later, but I love the pom-poms and just kind of that grayish white knit. I feel like it's gonna go with every style of decor no matter what I choose to do. I typically keep things pretty traditional, red and green, but love the white. And I had to get new stockings this year because we're having a baby and he could come at any point in December. So we only had 3 stockings before. And of course I wanted us all to match. So we have 2 here and then the kids are hanging over. I'll show you in another area. I have these fun candy canes. I think I got them from Pier 1 obviously years ago because sadly Pier 1 is no longer a thing. But they're just big and you can hang them on your tree. My tree is not quite large enough to accommodate them, so I like to just kind of tuck them wherever, and this is where they ended up this year. But I love the red and the green. In this little basket here, I have just this pretty, these are napkins from Target from a few years ago. And a Mr. and Mrs. Ray Dunn Christmas ornament. I love them, but they're so heavy that they pull my branches down. So I just stuck them in here with a few other kind of fun pine cone ornaments. And I think they look sparkly and pretty over here. I got this greenery this year from Hobby Lobby. 50% off, I want to say it was just a few dollars. And it has this kind of snow glitter accent to it that's really fun. And it works really nicely. I just have one bent here and one bent on the other side, so it's not going to fall off. And it just provides a nice little pop of freshness. And it ties in with these 2 little wreaths that I got to go on top of these candlesticks. They're also kind of sparkly and a little bit flocked, so those work out nicely. And I spray painted these. They're from Home Goods a few years ago. They used to be gold, but I like them black. Then we just have a little wedding photo down there. And then, sorry, out of breath, 8 months pregnant, everything makes me winded. This is, I believe, a Duraflame lantern. You'll notice I love lanterns. I have them all over the house. And this one's actually a little space heater, which is really cool. So the lantern, or the candle itself, will light up, and then it also produces heat. So this is our mantle area, or our fireplace area, and I really love how it turned out. Turning around, this is the view of our dining room table. We have this really big, long 8-foot table with a bench in the front, and then we have chairs on either side. That's my gift wrapping station. I was putting it away each time, and then I realized I should just keep it out because I was constantly pulling it out each time a new package arrived from Amazon. Those are my husband's drums. I will talk more about that in the baby's nursery video that I'm working on, but that's where they're living for now. Christmas presents for other family members are there. And then I just like to keep this area, oh, those are birthday gifts. We've got some birthdays coming up too. I like to keep this area pretty simple so that when we do choose to eat here, it doesn't take a lot of work to clear it off. And since we're both, well, my stepson and I are both doing school from a distance, I teach here and he will often set up on this side. So it's just best for us to have a big open space. So I just kept it simple with a little placemat. I have this cake stand that I've had for years. I think it's from Home Goods if I'm not mistaken. And I have this moss from Pottery Barn year round in a little candle. And I just change out the little accent pieces. So this is vase filler from, I want to say Home Goods as well. And they're little sparkly not pine cones, acorns, and I really like them. So now behind is this little, it was a TV stand that my husband turned into a buffet for me. He added legs to it, and I have our like fancy wine glasses and my serving trays in there. I put a red and white striped candy cane banner on the front. I like hanging seasonal banners. These pictures haven't changed. I keep them there year round, but then I added this really nice flocked tree that I got from Walmart, I want to say 2 years ago. And I put some really special ornaments on, so I'll move around so we can see that up close. So this is that flocked tree from Walmart. It is kind of a mess to set up. You need to have a vacuum cleaner handy, but I love how the flocking looks, especially with the white lights. And it was pre-lit, which is always fantastic. And I just use napkins for my little small tree skirts. I think they work out perfectly. So this tree has ornaments that I got from my grandmother's house. Last year was our first Christmas without her. And these are her vintage blown glass ornaments, and I have loved them my whole life. So it's really, really special that I have some on my tree now. And I keep them here so that they're away from the door. That's where our big tree is, and from our dog. And up high, obviously, I know the baby's not going to be messing with ornaments this year, but thinking ahead. And I just really love them. Look at how pretty and sparkly they are. So that's what I have on this tree here. Trying not to make you dizzy. Let me back up. And then I have this runner. I've had it for such a long time now, I can't recall. I don't think it's Pottery Barn, but my mom has one from Pottery Barn that looks almost identical to it. So I think this one's Home Goods, but I liked the red and white polka dot. And then this little cloche village is from QVC. I still believe, I'm sure, is a Home Goods purchase. If I don't know, I just default to Home Goods because that's where I spend a lot of money. And then this was a gift for my birthday a few years ago from my mom, and I just like how it adds some height to this area. And then we just have a little lamp. We don't have overhead lighting in this room, and the lamps make it extra cozy, especially in the winter time. So that's how this area turned out. So looking down the dining room table, we have this little kind of more than half wall between one side of our house and the other side. And I have this little kind of entryway table here that I got from my mom when she got a new one. So we have these lamps here that match the other lamp that you just saw. And I like that they're just a nice warm light, like I mentioned. There's not a lot of overhead lighting in this house, so we need lots of lamps. I always have this mirror from Home Goods and this wreath here. But for Christmas, I added a few touches. So I changed out our photo. I mentioned I was going to be doing that in my fall video. I did that for Christmas as well. Just printed off family photos from holidays past, and it's just, you know, a very inexpensive way to instantly have holiday decor. I added another tablecloth or placemat that matches the one that's on the dining room table. Just a candle from Bath and Body Works, and then I just got this. My mom got him for me. This little Santa, he's from Hobby Lobby, 50% off, and I just love his happy little face. He's like resin, so he's kind of like wood, but he's not quite that heavy. And I really like him. So he's just a fun little pop of red over here. Like I said, I keep my decor pretty classic as far as colors go. Here are the kids' stockings, so we've got 4 total. And then, let's see here, below I have, I'm gonna take this off so you can see it, my grandma's nativity scene. So I've been wanting a nativity scene, and when my aunt held this up when we were going through my grandma's house, I thought, oh my gosh, that's perfect. They're little ceramic figurines. I'm not sure how old they are, but very, very special. And while I'm here and holding a stocking, I can show it to you up close. So you can see just the nice quality. There's a little bit of gold woven through. And then I want you to see inside. It's like, it would be actually comfortable to wear. It has like a fleece material inside, and it is nice and heavy, very high quality. These were $15 from Target, and I'm very impressed by them. So we got a whole family set, and I'm really excited about them this year. So yeah, this is just a little simple area. I try not to put too much here because it's kind of in a high traffic zone, and I don't want anything sticking out to get bumped, but I do want it to make it festive. So that's what we have going on here. So this is our hall bathroom, and I'm going to include footage of me kind of swapping this out and freshening this area up. We've been in this house 3 years and I haven't changed much, so I got a new shower curtain, and I love the buffalo plaid. I changed up the artwork to a more black and white scheme, so fresh and so clean. I have every intention of buying a really nice print on Etsy that will fill up that whole frame so that there won't be any matting, but I just printed one off that I found on Pinterest, and even though the white is different from the matting, I actually don't mind it, so I might keep that for a while. I got a little green candle over here that smells like Christmas trees. And then I have my Mrs. Meyer's pine. And I got a black hand towel just to tie in the black and the white checkered. Right outside of the hall bathroom, we have this little nook. It is kind of our linen closet, even though it's teeny tiny. So we've got a cabinet up above and a cabinet down below where we keep extra towels, and we have like medicine and stuff up here. So this little nook is just kind of a fun bonus spot to decorate, and I kept it really green. I might find something with a pop of red and stick it out here if anything comes up that I think is perfect. But it's a very shallow space, so I don't have a ton of room. I have just a Luminara candle that's a taper candle, another flameless candle. This is a real one that smells, again, like that pine. It's the same one that I have in the bathroom. and then just a faux boxwood wreath that I got from Amazon. And I think it looks very nice. And then down below I have a really cute towel that my mom got for me. Farm Fresh Christmas trees, which I thought was nice with this green area. And now if I keep walking, it's our master. I didn't decorate that, so I'm not gonna show that to you, but my stepson specifically requested that I show his room. So he doesn't have a ton of Christmas decor in here, but he wanted me to show what he does have. So he has this little elf that my mom got for him from Home Goods a while ago, and this was a gift from a family member. Remember Beanie Babies, guys? So he's had this, and I always pack these away and then pull them out at Christmas time so they feel like new toys every year, and he always gets excited about them. And then this is a vintage toy from my grandma. It's a little wind-up in the Santa Claus will ice skate and play music. He's missing pieces because he's very old. I looked online to see if I could find replacement parts, but I couldn't. But my stepson plays hockey, so he likes it. It's a ice skating Santa. And then before I leave this room, I wanted to talk about his bedding. This is a Betty's bed. I'm not sure if you've heard of them before, but oh my gosh, they are a game changer. Obviously, I like the buffalo plaid as he's got the same print as that new shower curtain, but these beds are incredible. Well, this bedding, I should say. It's a zipper, so I can even do it with one hand. It has nice sheets inside, so it has this like separate piece. And then in the morning when it's time to make his bed, he literally just zips it up. It's like a nice high quality zipper, so it doesn't really get stuck. And if it does, it's really, really easy to just back up and then continue pulling. It has a zipper that goes all the way down, and it can go all the way around, and then there's another one on that side that goes all the way down. And then let me go back and show you. It has, see, look at it, I can do this with one hand. It has a little bit of an overhang with the sheet, so that if you are thinking, oh, my kid needs to be able to kick his feet, this is going to be a problem, you can unzip it, and it has a sheet that hangs down, and then just to make it in the morning, you just tuck it up just like that and zip it. So if you have young children, this is a game changer. His room is pretty much clean all the time. Making his bed is something he can do. I mean, obviously he's 9. He could make his bed if he had a normal bed, but it would be a bigger ordeal, and probably wouldn't look like this. So I mean, his bed looks nice all the time. So we really, really love his Betty's bed, and they come in tons of different patterns and prints. So I know I'm here to talk about Christmas stuff, but check out Betty's beds if you have kids. They're the best.
We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you.
This is my kitchen, and it's my first year to put a garland around the window, and I really love how it looks, especially at night. Thankfully there's an outlet right there, so it's very easy for me to plug it in. My mom got me those cute Mr. and Mrs. Claus hand towels, and I, like to keep my kitchen pretty simple. So here is above my microwave, I just have some fun pops of red and white, kind of a candy cane theme, and Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus mugs again and again. I just swapped out a photo for a Christmas photo from several years ago. I don't like having a lot on the counter in the kitchen because I want to make sure that it's still a very functional space. So I just added some pops of red and white. I have this sign, Mrs. Claus's Bakery. I think my mom ordered this for me from a website online a few years ago, but I love putting it in the kitchen. Not that I bake cookies every day, but you can dream, right? This is actually a vintage hand towel from my great-grandma, so I love that. And then I have on the stovetop some mulling spices going. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but Williams-Sonoma sells a little mix you can buy in a jar. You just put it with some water and keep it on low on your stove, and your whole house smells incredible. So I highly recommend checking that out.
I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. Love and so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
It's white outside and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas.
This is our main tree, and while I love all of the beautiful themed trees that I see on Pinterest and on other YouTubers' channels, I have a soft spot in my heart for our sentimental ornaments. So we've started the tradition with my stepson. He gets a new ornament every year. And then he has a good time pulling them out in the years, after that, and just revisiting those moments. And I have some from my childhood that my mom gave to me. So just really special. So this is a family tree. It's not Pinterest perfect, but it means a whole lot to us. Side note, that's not our baby, but it will be. I'll change the picture when he gets here. But we do love looking at this tree every year.
Merry Christmas to you. This time of year is a time to cheer. Let our loved ones, our family and friends have a Christmas with so much love and with joy and laughter. Let us make.
I'm still working on the decor that's going to go around this mirror. I love that one spray that I found, but I can't find two, so I'm on the hunt at Hobby Lobby, which is why it's a little bit lopsided for now.
All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, Merry Christmas to you.
Enjoyed my holiday 2020 home tour. It was very much a real life video endeavor. My family is all home, so I'm working around them, trying not to get them laying on the couch or just doing what they're doing on this Saturday morning. I'm sure lots of you can relate. We've all been home a lot, so working around that. I really love how all the spaces turned out. And, if you're into that traditional red and white and green decor, then I hope that I inspired you. And if you're feeling like you're not sure where you want to start this year, I hope you're feeling inspired now. I know some people are triggered with holiday decor before Thanksgiving, but, it's 2020, so we just have to do what brings us joy. And as I mentioned, I'm 8 months pregnant. My baby could come at any point next month, and I really don't want to find myself caught off guard. So it's part of my nesting and also just part of who I am that I wanted Christmas to come up a little bit early this year. So if that's something that bothers you, please come back in a few weeks and watch this video then to get all the home inspiration. But I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did like this video, please click the like button. And if you want to see more content like this, please hit subscribe so that you don't miss anything that I have coming out in the future. I left out the nursery. It is decorated for Christmas in case baby boy makes his debut early, but I want to do a separate post on where we started with that and that whole process. So if you are interested in baby content, definitely subscribe because that's coming out very soon. And I think that is it. I'm off to do some laundry and wrap the packages that arrived on our front door as I was filming this video. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset, it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time.